Have you ever wondered who is watching over your company systems 24/7, especially on the weekend or even on busy time like Christmas when no one is in the office? Who is actually looking after your company IT systems like the servers or even other, let's say, IT systems which are up? Maybe you may also have asked yourself, who is there trying to catch or stop the bad guys from causing the damage? Well, that's the job of a security operations center. Hey guys, my name is Desiree. I'm a SOC analyst. In this video, I will explain what SOC is, how it's structured, technology behind it, and what to expect inside a SOC. So without any further delay, let's get started. So what is a SOC? SOC, or Security Operations Center, is the nerve center of cybersecurity. You may say, what does that really mean? So it's a centralized team and technology hub that continuously monitors, detects, and responds to cyber threats. Think of it as a digital nerve center defending an organization. Let's talk about SOC structure. A SOC is made of two parts: people and technology working together 24/7 to defend organizations. On the people side, SOC are structured in tiers, or some companies they prefer call them as levels, or even some other ones they've got the associate and then the analyst and then the senior. But some of the companies they go with the tiers, and it's the standard one. Tier 1, these ones they monitor the analyst and triage the issues. So they spend most of their time going through the logs, trying to investigate whether something is false positive or either true positive, and from that they'll be getting tickets on their dashboard. Either the ticket could be like coming from to any ticketing system. Some of the companies they use Jira, other one they use ServiceNow, but that does not really matter. What matters is having the ability to monitor and triage the alert by going through the logs. Tier 2, these ones are the incident responders. So tier 1, if a tier 1 finds something malicious, they'd like to escalate to a tier 2, for further investigation. I'll give you an example. Let's say a bad guy has been able to hack into our company and now he's trying to steal sensitive information, right? When a tier 1 confirms that, like that kind of activity is happening, means it's an incident has already happened. So at this time we need an incident responder, and with the incident responder has to come do a further investigation to confirm what I found before. And so sometimes they also have to do perform the threat hunting, just to dive into logs, check what's in there. Now we've got tier 3. These ones, they involve SOC engineers or even detection engineers or threat intel specialists. These type of analysts, they handle the most complex cases. Most of the time it would be like with tuning or deep analysis, or trying to set up some custom rules based on the customer requirements, for example. And of course, above all of them is the SOC manager, who oversees the whole operation. On the technology side, SOC rely on different, stack of tools. We've got, for example, the EDR, which is the most important, endpoint monitor. Let's say, think of it as like advanced antivirus, which will be monitoring the endpoint, and the endpoint in this case could be a server, could be a laptop, or even a mobile phone. So that sensor or the EDR sensor will be monitoring the endpoint and then send the alert to the SOC dashboard, for example, saying, hey, I can see this user is trying to download this sensitive information. Then the SOC analyst will just investigate, see if that kind of activity is expected. And so apart from the EDR, we've got SIEM as well. SIEM is like security information event management. This one collect and correlate logs. Let's say for some reasons a bad guy was able to disable the EDR or the antivirus, right? And you're not getting any response from the EDR, right, from the endpoint. A same sense on that endpoint may try to correlate what it's seeing in the logs, maybe from the firewall level, see what the guy is trying to download, or what kind of server the bad guy is connecting to, like could be a C2 command server, for example. So in this case, SIEM would help. SIEM stands for Security Information Event Management. We've got SOR as well. SOR stands for Security Orchestration Automation Response. So this one helps in automating our workflows or even some repetitive tasks. And of course, we're gonna have some feeds or threat intelligence platforms, to keep us ahead of attackers. In the next videos, I will break down each and every tool. For example, with the EDR, we have Defender, SentinelOne, CrowdStrike, Carbon Black. There's so many. And in the coming videos, I will go through each of them. So you may ask yourself, why the SOC matter? Because usually SOC is very expensive, and big companies, they actually prefer running in-house SOC instead of outsourcing that. So with this advancing technology, the bad guys are also advancing most of the times because of this AI technology. So we need people who would continuously monitor our systems just to make sure they are secured, 24/7. And a well-structured SOC means faster detection, faster response, and minimized impact. Without a SOC, attack can go unnoticed for days, even sometimes for months and years. But with a SOC, threats are caught early and the damage is reduced. So in short, a SOC brings together the right people, processes, and technology to defend against cyber threat 24/7.